Hello, everybody. Max with A1 Website Pro here, and today I'm going to be telling you about the last will and testament. And it's all set up, it's ready to go. So if you already have your life inventory where you monitor your home inventory or business inventory, you can now add beneficiaries to those items. Let me show you what I mean. Let me click login here. I'm just going to log in with Google for this particular demonstration. And here I am. I'm logged in. If I go to my inventory part and I click on my inventory, here I have test 22. Right down here, you can see I have Benny Hill listed as my beneficiary under last will and testament. But maybe I wanted Jack Smack to be the beneficiary. I could just change that, and now it's been willed to Jack Smack. Okay. So anyway, if you go to all places here, this little thing right here that shows you where all places are, and if you click on that, these are just links because the menu was getting way too long, and this places was a mile long, and so I just decided to have another page where we have all our links. What do you think about that? You like it? Let me know. And so anyway, if you scroll down here to the last will and testament, if you click create last will and testament, and you've already created it, you're going to have something like this where you can go there and now edit your last will and testament. And so here, your last will and testament, I have some instructions for you on how you can, fill this out. You can open those things just like this. The important thing is that you have your beneficiaries and your executors all added to your contacts with their at least their name, phone number, and email. Then that way, if anything happens, they can be notified. And let me tell you exactly what I mean. You can read this later if you want to, but I'm just going to go through it with you. Right here, you can turn your will on or off. Now, if you turn your will off, that means that people are not going to be able to access it if anything happens to you. Okay. And we mean nobody, not unless you gave them the login to your life inventory account. All right. Right here, you could set up your executors, and you could see that I have myself set up as the executor one. But then if you have an executor two, you can see here I have Jack Smack set up as my executor two. Now, one of the things that we had come up with is, well, if something does happen to you, how are we going to know it? And so the one thing that we came up with is checkup emails. Now, this particular one for this demonstration, a daily checkup is good. So unless you log into the account, if you're logging in all the time, you probably won't ever even need this feature. But if you don't log in all the time, you're going to get an email, and it obeys these commands that you set up. You could say, well, never send me a checkup email, and we'll just never send you a checkup email. But if you say, send me a monthly checkup, monthly checkup is good, notify me on my monthly checkup. And then a weekly checkup. Well, if you're going to, a weekly checkup is good for me because if I don't log in there and do something with my inventory within a week, probably something happened. So, and then you have the daily checkup, where it's really extreme. If you don't log in for a day, we're going to shoot you an email. So probably nobody will do that, but I have it here for demonstration purposes. Here's notify my beneficiaries. Okay, so I assigned Benny Hill and Jack Smack an item, right? And so I selected here notify them immediately. So there'll be a grace period, right? So if I haven't checked in a day, and I have this set up to be checking in every day, and then 48 hours goes by and I haven't clicked the button in the email to say, hey, I'm fine, I'm okay, I'm good, right? Let me show you what that email looks like. Oh, let's see here. Boom, boom, boom. See if I still have it in my inbox. Right there. So you got to click this, click here to make sure we're going to still make sure you're breathing, right? And you click that, and it just resets it. If you have it set up to 30 days, it'll reset it for 30 days. Or a week, it'll reset it for a week. Or a day, it'll reset it for a day. So, but if you get a checkup call like this, you got to make sure you click that button. Let us know that you're okay. Now, here's the thing. If you don't click that checkup button, check in button, right? Then it's going to notify your beneficiaries. It's going to notify Benny Hill and Jack Smack that, hey, you guys have an inheritance waiting for you. You need to contact the executors, and it'll contact either the Maximus McCullough or Jack Smack. All right. Now, right down here, you have to fill out these fields. And instead of Mr. Big, you have to put your full legal name, your phone number, your street address, city, state, blah, 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 and a special password. I guess that's not a nice password. And then you can write. Then you can write any special instructions that you wish. Perhaps there's something about your mortgage or something like that you want that you want to put in there, and then you just click submit. Save it, and so it's going to save your will. Well, now where can you go print out this will? After you have all your stuff saved. Well, if you go back to your places again, and you come down here where it has the last will and testament, you can print your will just by clicking this button, and this will print out a paper that you can take to the notary and get it legalized. So it's going to have a lot of pre-filled information for you based upon your city, state, country, whatever, and and then who you nominate for your Mr. Big. Mr. Big is nominating Maximus McCullough as his personal representative of Ludlow and, the country of the United States, blah, blah, blah. But here's something that's a little bit different. So now with wills, when we have special items and stuff that we might want to go to an aunt, uncle, cousin, nephew, or niece, or certain items you want to go to different children. And sometimes that changes, or you'll buy a new item and stuff like that. Maybe you'll buy another car, and then you want to will it to Johnny, but David wants it, or stuff like that. But anyway, you can put that in live time, and so anyone that comes to your link here can see what your last wishes are. So a lot of this is going to be up to the executor, so choose your executors wisely. But the thing is that, I have several different items that I have willed to my nieces and nephews and stuff like that. So it's going to work out good for me. The other thing that they can do is they can scan this code. Now, if they just go to that, they're not going to be able to see the beneficiary list. Like nobody can just go in. You have to have a special number and a special password. And where do you get that? Well, they get it from the will. So nobody can see your will but you. And then you can hit Control P and then print out your will and then go have it notarized. Okay. And you'll see that it has the QR code on there and the special link. But right below the QR code is your special number and your secret password. All right. So let me show you how this is done. If I go here and I right click and I copy that, and I'm just going to bring this up in an incognito window. This is like if I'm not logged into the system, So the special number was 17, and the password was I love you dearly. And so you will just hit submit just like that, and you'll see invalid entry because I entered the wrong password. But if I enter the right password, okay, I think that's the right password. There we go. We got our beneficiary list. And so on the beneficiary list, it has the ID of the number, who's going to get it with their, and also the beneficiary, if you include their street, city, state, and zip code in the contacts, that will show up here too under the beneficiary list. And here's the item name. It's pictures. There's one of them. It's located in the bedroom in bin number 127. There's show you your category in the workroom. And then if there's a description, it will show up here. So you can print out this whole page. It might be, 100 pages or whatever. But if you hit Control P on your keyboard, you can print out this entire list. So especially if you're the executor and you need to know who's going to get what. And what I did was I grouped them together. Like it's in order, like all Jack Smack stuff will show up. So if you got 50 items for Jack Smack and 25 for Benny Hill, well, then those will go in order. So you're not going all over the paper. No executor wants to do that, right? But you have the exact location where they're located at and everything. And so that person can get his inheritance. All right. So that's pretty much it. There was a lot involved in this last will and testament thing. I wanted to make sure that I could keep it legal, so I got a hold of a couple of my lawyer buddies, and I did that. Now, if you have a lot of contacts, or if you have a lot of stuff in there, and you want to mass assign everything that you have to one person, you can do that too. And that's what this assign mass beneficiaries is. So if you want to take all unassigned items and then assign them to somebody in your contact, you can do this. But now let's say that somebody in your contacts, maybe they pass away or there's a falling out, and you have to change your will. Fortunately, with this, using this method, you don't have to go back to the attorneys and all that stuff. You can actually take, everything that was assigned to Benny Hill because Benny Hill died, and assign them to Jack Smack, and then just click assign, and just like that, they're all assigned to Jack Smack now from Benny Hill. So that is the benefits of using this. There's tons of features on this, life inventory, home and business inventory, and I use it all the time. Actually, using it for my will, since I already have all my stuff in there. And so I actually took my old will to use it as a copy because I did my will 6 months ago, and I've bought so much stuff in 6 months, and some of it's, expensive, and, I want to make sure that it goes to the right person. So, and then I have, friends and family and stuff. I have a huge family. So anybody that has a huge family and that knows the value of being able to be like, okay, well, I'm going to assign this, I'm going to will this to this person or whatever. So it's just, and for me, it was a fun thing to do. I know it turned a lot of people off whenever I was first talking about it. I sent out mass emails trying to, get some ideas from, and thank you for all your ideas. And you can see that I've implemented them there, but it turns a lot of people off, and I don't know, they're expecting to live forever, I guess. I don't know. But I think that this is very practical, and we have the technology, so why not program it, right? Why not program? I haven't seen anything like this out there, and I thought that was this was actually a recommendation from a fella down in North Carolina. He sent me an email and he said, "Hey Max, can we do a last will and testament on there?" And I thought, well, that'd be a great idea. I could use that. And so I programmed it in there. Now there are things that cost credits. The last will, since I have to verify everybody that does the last will and testament, there is a $25, and it's $1 per credit, but it's $25 to set it up. But you don't have to keep paying It only costs $25, and that's it. And that's just because I have to do some time to verify who you are. And that's it. I haven't programmed a digital verification yet. And even that's going to cost money because that's a third party API. I have a lot of third party APIs in here, and there will probably be more. But the way that the credit system works is like it's going to be a one-time charge, unless it's to remove ads. If you want remove your ads, you can actually click here, add credits. Make sure you have your ads turned off. Here you can get as many credits as you want. If you realize that removing ads is $5. It costs $5 per month, which is 5 credits. But you put you pick up how many credits that you want, put your card number in there, and then you don't have to worry about it. And there's different sections of the app that cost credits. And the only reason why I charge for them is because I have to use another service in order to make it happen. Like for example, scanning. Like whenever you're going to scan a receipt, some people are like, I don't care. I'll pay for it. I want it. And then I've had some people be like, hey, listen, I want to guarantee that this thing is going to be around a while. Let me pay you something. And so they've sent me money too, which is kind of nice. But I wanted to keep this free. The basics will always be free, like what we've already had. They're always going to be free for everybody that signs up on it. Just this extra stuff, the extra programming, third-party APIs and stuff like that. Since it costs me money, I have to pass the cost on to everybody. And a lot of times, the server is several $100s each month. And so, I know that one person can't, justify that in their budget, but we do. And so I'm just trying to share what I have available. Anyway, I will see you guys in the next video. I hope you appreciated this. I will talk to you soon.